Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Krabby Parrot. Today in this video we will be doing something very different to what I normally do. I have been working on with a person named Space Dog 8745. They helped me with a lot of the world for around a year and a half, making a giant Minecraft city world. Of course, as you might be able to maybe tell if you watch Minecraft tutorials on how to do stuff, people, and such as myself, like to follow tutorials to do stuff, and now I'm not the best builder in the world. I can build stuff on my own, but a lot of the stuff in this world has been built by different people online, and all credits towards them will be in the description to the below. All of their channels will be linked below, and all of that good stuff. So today we're just going to give a huge tour of the entire world. This is a creative mode, as you can tell, and it took quite a while, a year and a half I believe, and it's on a flat world, so all terrain and all trees and all stuff had to be handmade. So let's get straight into it, where it all began, at a humble KFC. I built this using a tutorial, I believe. I forgot who it was, but I'll leave all credits in the links below. And you can obviously see a very nice interior, you know, KFC style colors, red, white. This is also going to be basically unedited. The entire video is going to give the full experience so you can see all of it. So it's going to be a very long video. So grab a snack, grab a drink, ideally wine, and let's begin. So we can obviously see the kitchens as we go into here. We can obviously see all the chicken stuff, all the chests, all the nice kitchens and stuff. It's just a very plain, simple KFC. I remember this is one of the other first builds I decided to build. And all the stuff surrounding all the buildings was completely made by me. So I had, like, all these paths, all these street lamps I made by myself. I did get an idea off a YouTuber for these traffic lights. I forgot who, but they'll be in the description. And then we move on to the McDonald's, which I think my friend built. And we can go on to here, and we can see the very nice and lovely McDonald's. Obviously, the big M representing their logo. And you got the bathrooms over here, boys and girls. Maybe it's only boys, I don't know. And then we go over here, which is the staff-only place. And you can see each of these also has a drive-through, apart from the Starbucks, which leads us on to the Starbucks. You obviously have an outdoor seating area with nice paths and a little crosswalk, whatever the heck it's called. You've got these traffic lights over here, and now we can move on to the Starbucks. I really like how I did the logo. I think the same YouTuber did all three of these buildings. It's mainly one YouTuber, but for a select few things, it's different ones. And you've got, obviously, the SB representing Starbucks. And if we take a look on here, we've got all the seating, the really nice green and white palette, which just represents Starbucks' kind of color theme. You've got the nice carpets, you've got the flower pots. Usually these quartz stairs that you'll see in each building represent to, like, a cash register or something. These are just sugar for all the stuff they make in their coffee and drinks and teas and all that stuff. Obviously furnaces, and the brewing stands for the kitchens. Our finest coffee, a little Easter egg on the wall. There's many Easter eggs in this world that I'll try to go over at some point. And it's beginning to get sunset. I won't really be switching anything, so just the natural world will come through. And there's an airplane up there. There's a couple air things, right? You'll see that later on. So we can move on to the main road. There's some vehicles, motorcycles, things that I've grabbed from tutorials. And I believe next I built the giant car park. You can get a sneak peek at the rest of the world. It's absolutely ginormous. And you can see a sneak peek at this car park. This took me forever. This took me days to build. And then we've obviously got the entire inside, which I also had to build manually, including all these cars. These weren't... I just need a ladder anyway. These things weren't included in the tutorial. I had to go and build all these cars in the kind of car park area. So each floor is designed so you can have the same amount of car park spaces. There's a lot of, like, designing and plans. These are, like, disabled or motorcycle parking area. You've obviously got the tickets and the bays over here, ticket paying machines, and then you've got manual stairs. Or if you're driving, you go up the little ramp. So this all had to be designed for, I believe, 5 layers. So if we take a look at the top, there's also a very top of it too, with some nice blue stained glass and some torches surrounding it. It's all the same even distribution of torches. I try to make sure the world is nice and clean with all the stuff around. With some more ticket paying machines, and obviously the top of the staircase designed with some nice blue stained glass. So if we go down here, we can obviously see a custom mailbox that was made over here. I forgot which YouTuber did this, but I'll see in a later description. So we can obviously check out the next building, which is a 7-Eleven. This is also where I just keep all my banners for stuff, especially the postbox one. I did have all the banners in here, but I guess they're all gone now. And now we can check out the 7-Eleven. Really nice, little cool looking, I don't know, shopping aisles. I don't really have any 7-Elevens near me, so I don't know how accurate this is. So if you know, let me know. Also, leave any suggestions or just thoughts in the comments. I usually try to respond to all of them. So we've got the nice end rods, which just really add a nice light. And a little skylight in the 7-Eleven colors, which are red, yellow, and green. Look at me. I know my primary color. That's not a primary color. Anyway, let's head outside through the doors again. And we can obviously see a little mini car park here with a big red car, some trash cans, and decorative flowers along the outside. So, this is probably the biggest one so far, which is an entire apartment complex, which also took a very long while. It's even got an entire top, and there's select floors as well. And then you can obviously see, if we go on the inside, I believe, even though I followed the tutorial for this, I may be incorrect when I say this, but I think the entire inside was made, like, from scratch. I didn't follow anything for it. So you can obviously see a lot of different signs and stuff, references to different TV shows and stuff on the signs. You can obviously see a big storage room around here, lots of barrels, lots of chests. I don't think there's anything really in the chests. If we press on this button, we can head up towards the stairs, which are back here. And now if we go into here, we can obviously see all the rooms. So each room is basically the same, just with a different color palette. So you've got the standard chests, the bed, all red, and all of the above too. We've got a nice bathtub area. I could probably fill in with water, I guess. And for each one, I tried to make sure they also have a balcony. So they have a big section of a balcony here with some seating, some plants, and like a little, what's it called? The thing at restaurants where it blocks, like, it gives you shade and stuff. I forgot what it's called. But you can have a music block there, and then a small other section of the balcony with some bookshelves and another seating. So it's basically the same for each floor. You've got an orange floor over here. I don't need to tour in every single one because it's the same interior, just with slightly different paintings, as you can see, and iterations of the color. So this one's yellow. I think this next one's green. Nope. It is green, dark green. And this one's blue. And obviously at the top, you've got like a nice seating area. Just at the top, no railings, of course, so if you fall, womp womp, I guess. And you've got all this nice green little patio area, kind of a green skylight. And now, I don't know where the next building is. I believe it was this one, which is, I don't know what I was doing, but I guess this is another apartment complex. So if we go into here, we can obviously see another counter area. There's a random bookshelf in there. And these are the type of things I like to fix in my world, so I'll get that removed afterwards. You've got this entire black carpet area, and I believe this is an apartment area. If I go up, oh yeah, but I forgot to tell you, all interiors for every single building are completely furnished, apart from one, which I'll go over actually near the end of the video because it's quite far away. You've got a nice sunbane living, like, kind of area here. I don't know, this is a workstation, not an apartment, a workstation. So you've obviously got the same kind of computers on every level. Just the same design, but I think that's deep slate instead of quartz, which is used for the cash register. Got the cool anvils, and then up top, I believe, is a restaurant that my friend built, and it's a really good looking restaurant. Oh yeah, I'll show you an Easter egg outside as well. So you've got an entire cool looking restaurant. So if you go into here, it's got really nice spore blossoms. If it was day, it would probably look a bit nicer because it's a skylight and stuff, two different skylights. But it still looks really nice. Once upon a time, I had a bunch of armor stands in the world that represented, like, humans. Like, I'm talking like 3/4 of the map was filled with them, but I had to spend like 2 hours getting rid of them because they cause so much lag in the world. Obviously, it's a lot smoother. So, let's move on with the tour, shall we? So that's kind of the entire apartment done. So now, well, not apartment. I keep calling it an apartment. It's a workplace kind of thing. There's no easy way out of this building, so I have to go each individual flight of stairs, which is very annoying because this building is very tall. It's actually one of the tallest in the world. Fun fact for you. And I believe this is another workplace. Now, I'm not going to go inside because you can basically see each floor just looks like that. I had to furnish each individual one, just like so. And the cool Easter egg on this building is I thought of this cute idea, which a little wind shear kind of wiper guy. I'm trying not to show the rest of the city, so. And he's even got a sponge in his hand to just show that he's wiping the things. It's a pretty cool secret. And then there's another one over here as well. What a fine... I tried to put him in iron armor to make him look like a cleaner. I don't know if it worked that particularly well, but... And then there's a little restaurant at the top as well. So that's that apartment building done. So now, obviously, you've got this cool, like, surrounding lakes area, some more lampposts. I don't need to go into each individual one. Some more cars everywhere. And I think, should we go to the left side, or should we go to the right side, or the middle? I think let's go to the left side. So, along here, we've got a small other lake, surrounding some nice hedge things. And then we've got a bank located over here. So it's just a nice, simple design. I like the pillars, though, and the cool little enclave. This was made by the same person who did the KFC buildings, which I believe I remember his name is TSMC or something like that. And then you got a cool little bank vault. You've got some more kind of cool diamonds area. You got, like, it's the standard bank, so you cannot rob anything, basically. If you go to the staff-only area, you can see the cash registers. You can see them working at their stations. And if you go into here, is the actual vault with all the cool diamonds and stuff. And I think if you check the shulker boxes... Oh, I thought there was going to be more diamonds in there. That would have been a really cool vault. But I really like the design on the main vault door. It's got a really nice, like, kind of... Like oval... Not really oval shape, but... You know what I mean, where you turn the cog. It just looks like it does that, which is really cool. So if we head out of the bank building, we can make our way along this street over here. We've got a pharmacy or like a doctor's office. I don't know. Places where you get medicine. I don't know what you call it around the world. You've got a bunch of cool potions. This one was very quick to build, but it has a really nice, simple design. You've got some more bookshelves and stuff over here. It's got a really nice, simple design where you can see the cool plus and stuff. You've got a barber shop over here where you get your hair cut, obviously, and you can see all the cool things they used to use, like the sprays are represented with green and orange candles, just some nice color variation, nice black tinted. Whenever I think of like a hairdresser or a barber shop, I just think of like black as the windows is a nice color. I don't know. And you've also got the windows so you can view yourself in the mirror, a nice view of a brick wall. But you can obviously see the windows and stuff where you can view yourself in the mirror and stuff. And obviously the paint counter. And over here is another workplace one. I wanted to emphasize it like a city, so there's many tall structures, so it feels like you're in a city. So it's the same floor design each level. You can see, obviously, the workplace, the desk. It's kind of like an office building. And then there's a special place up the top here, which you can actually quickly check out if we go into here. Nice kind of seating conference area, you could call it. And this is like top area up here. So that's basically this skyscraper dome. And now for the big dog himself, the biggest and longest building in my entire world thus far, the hospital. This thing caused me so many difficulties. Obviously there's a little small area here. I don't know why there's a tree over there. But obviously the big dog himself, the hospital. God, this was painful to build. There is, I think, like 20 or 30 rooms in this entire hospital, each intricately detailed. I believe the tutorial I watched for this was like in total like 7 hours, and it took me like multiple days to build this. And it's got an entire, this parking lot alone took me like 3 hours, and I had to individually build these cars as well, all different colors to make it nice and variation. All these nice flower beds and the hedgerows. And it just looks really weird at the back, but hospitals aren't supposed to look pretty. They're supposed to be functional, which I think I got the design on because it's not prioritizing beauty, it's prioritizing rooms and how quickly they can get their patients in, which, I don't know, it just still looks kind of cool and reminiscent of a hospital. If you ever go to a hospital, it's many buildings put together in this lopsided kind of thing, and I think that represents it right here. So if we go to the top over here, you can see I didn't follow a tutorial for this ambulance. I think my friend did this or something. It's a cool little ambulance here. And then obviously, let's go in each. So these are meant to be wheelchairs. And this is just a kind of seating area. So obviously down below, you've got the coffee shop where you can buy coffee, brewing stands, cake, you know, standard seating area, trash can. And then over here, we've got a gift shop where you can purchase different items and stuff. Obviously, some food. I think that's supposed to be a vending machine or a fridge or something. Then you got a bookshelf and different things over here. Things you just expect to see in like a standard hospital. This was meant to look like an elevator, but obviously, unfortunately, it doesn't work. I probably could have done it to work, but it would have caused me very much so pain. Then this is the way to get to like floors and stuff. This is the reception desk, and then this is the big A&E area. So this is the waiting area. I don't know. A&E chairs are always like a really weird color, so I chose this like crimson warped kind of color. And you got another vending machine over here, and then 3 of these really nice like checkup rooms. You know, if you've ever been to a hospital, which you probably have, if you're above the age of 8, you've probably experienced a broken bone. You've laid down these beds and they check you out. They have the weird things over there, and that's the same for each of these 3 rooms, as you can see. So let's head up farther into the hospital. You've got, I really like how this looks. Like, this just looks really cool. It's just a cool hidden detail. It looks like they've pulled out a shelf, and the shelf has different like levels and stuff, and you can obviously see the paper. This is a really nice area. I like this. And if you go up these giant stairs up across here, you've got obviously different wards. And now there's always on each floor 2 wards, I believe, or maybe 3, and then a specialty ward. So this is the maternity ward. This is where pregnant women get their babies and stuff. And you obviously have all the kind of utensils. I'm not an expertise because I'm a boy, not a girl, so I don't really know what all that stuff kind of means and all the stuff on the shelf. But it looks pretty nice. And you've obviously got the operation rooms over here, where you've got the select things, and this is where they have their operation. So they lay down the bed. It might look scary with the sword, which kind of is funny. And you got all the cool stuff, the cool headlamp, and then this. It's just really nice small designs that really add to the world, and you can make your way through there. And it's the same for each of these operation rooms. I think maybe just a slightly different color bed or something. Some more wheelchairs. This is supposed to be that thing that you get carried around in a bed. I forgot what it's called, but something along there. And then obviously toilets for each ward. And now I had to repeat this exact giant design 9 times. You might be thinking, oh, this is small. You can probably do this in about 5 minutes. Yes, but you have to do each of these individual signs on these beds, each of putting these papers in, putting these chests in, putting the same banners in the same exact position on 9 different floors with wheelchairs, other chairs, small details, small scaffolding in the corner, a small sink. You have to memorize this entire room so you don't have to keep flicking in between floors. It just took such a long time to do all 9 of these. So we can make our way higher and higher into the hospital. And we can see, I won't show off each of the wards because they're all the same, like I mentioned. Ward 4, and then Ward 3 over here and stuff. But I'll show the specialty room. So this is the X-ray room, where you've got the X-ray results room over here where you can quickly see and stuff. I've been to this one way too many times in my life. And you've got the screen here, and where you lay down or put your arm or your back, or I don't know, whatever you need to be X-rayed on. And then over here is kind of like just a area where I was going to put a helicopter here, but I chose not to because I think I've already got one in the sky somewhere that's kind of acts as a helicopter. I didn't really want 2. And then we can go in here, go up another floor. There's some more wards over here, I believe. Ward 6, Ward 5. There's 9 wards in total, and this is the MRI room. So you've got, obviously, the station where they put the head in. I don't really know how an MRI works, but, you know, there's checking out bit over there. There's obviously toilets as well. Make your way up here too. You'll probably, I think this is only 3 wards. I don't think there's a specialty room. Yeah, Ward 9, Ward 8, and Ward 7 over here. And you obviously got some more toilets. And this is the final level. On each level, I forgot to tell you, there's a reception desk. I had to do this another 4 or 5 times. This hospital took me forever. And that doesn't include all the laying out and ceiling filling and floor filling and all this. Even this would have taken me like half an hour to repeat on each floor. It took a while, as you can probably guess, with any sort of common sense you have remaining in your last 7 brain cells. And obviously I've already shown you the car park. So that was the longest building. Obviously there's more room for buildings on this side, and you've got these cool design banners over here. Obviously you've got another like apartment kind of, but this one is an apartment, and you can check out the cool different floors. They are different designs for each one, just with different colors. So red, orange, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think, and each one has like a small kind of cool looking green balcony thing, and they have windows surrounding each side. These ones took forever. And then a really small another apartment thing. You can obviously see the reception in there, the cool red colors, and obviously different colors for each one. And it's a really nice spore blossom. I like the cool effect of green flowers. Who is this? What are you doing over here? What are you? A black bunny just... Why are there just 2... There's a bunny over there. Why is there just 2 random bunnies? very confused. And obviously, now a more fun building. We have obviously got a trampoline park with 3 different cars, but there's a frog. Hello, young man. I'm gonna name you Bartholomew. Anyway, let's continue on with the tour. So we obviously go to the jump world, and you can see all the where you get you always have to wear what, like in real life, socks or something special to go on a jumping place. All the cool posters, because they always have a bunch of graffiti and loud music in the background, so I wanted to give off that impression. All the lockers and the armor stands for people. And obviously got all the cool things. You obviously got just the normal trampolines, and you can actually use this. This is the really cool part about this. They all have slime, and you can always bounce around whenever you want to. You just got more tables and chairs over here, and then you got a big bouncy one, which is all still made out of slime, so it's even more fun. It's meant to be chaotic with all these cool looking, who the heck is that? And then you've obviously got these cool looking like multicolored trampolines and stuff. And you've just got a cool basketball playing area with nice basketball nets, monkey bars, and then another jumping one over here with all random colors. And the ceiling's a nice skylight, so this is a really cool building. I like this building. So we kind of did the entire left side, so let's head on to the middle. So we've got a pet store over here. This might be where the rabbits went. Did I have a rabbit enclosure? Anyway, 2 dogs in here with a little nice bone, nice fox enclosure with some berries, and an ocelot enclosure. I could have probably named them. That would have been funny. And a little nice tree area. And then, yeah, this one. To be fair, can rabbits jump 3 blocks high to get it, or is it 2 blocks? I don't know. There's a bunch of, every time you go in a pet store, you just see a bunch of hanging lights that just like add decoration. I don't know, I wanted to give that impression. It's always nice and green too, so lots of potted plants everywhere, lots of vines. This is a cool I like this turtle enclosure. It's just got a nice space to himself with a cool little looking rock. And then each one of these, there's axolotls. No, I did not get a blue one or whatever the special one is. Is it white? I think it's blue. And then you go through here, you got a cat with some nice cat towers. So that's always nice with the pet store. Over here, you have got the car wash too, which looks always really nice too. You can see the kind of rails and stuff that, like, who keeps inviting me? And then you've got the rails, which you, like, if you've ever been to a car wash, you kind of just make your way through the car wash as well. Ignore the person at the bottom, they're spamming me. And then you go through the bottom where you get scrubbed and all that kind of stuff. There's 2, they're actually different colors. That looks nice. I think my friend built this one too. And then you've just got the, like, do-it-yourself kind of thing up to the side. All the cool looking banners, and I like the banners for this one too. And then this is a custom market that I made as well. You got nice cool market stands with just all sorts of selling different stuff. Like, so each shop has their own specialty. Like, this is oars, this is wool, and then some other stuff. So if you go over to here, this is a cool, like, movie theater or cinema or whatever you call it, film place, I don't know. If you can go through here, you've got a nice snack area with all your snacks. You got some tickets for your movie. You've also got some more tickets to the reception desk, movie theater. So you can, it's meant to be like a weird design because you always see those movies plastered everywhere. Like, this one's coming out 23rd of, like, June. This one's coming out on the 93rd of September or something like that, you know? Yes, 93rd. And then you go over here, and then you've got the big screen with all the people. This is the only place where I kept the armor stands because it's just a fun surprise as you walk through here because you're not expecting them. It's like, oh, hello. And then you got all the cool armor stands watching the film. Obviously, there's nothing really on. And then you got the emergency exit going outdoors over to here. We're going to ignore this bit for now and carrying on. We've got the Lego store actually behind the car wash. I almost forgot about this one. It kind of blends in with the jump ink pretty much. It's the same color design. I'm not really a big fan of the roof. I might fix that later on. I'm not sure. These are meant to represent Lego blocks. It's kind of hard to do a Lego store because it doesn't really have things that look like Lego. They have studs and stuff, but I try my best to recreate them with different colored concretes and concrete powder, and the warped oak kind of blocks look really well for this as well. Bookshelves and different corals as well look really nice. And the door is a nice design using end rods and glass panes to look like a door. Nice little trash can too here. And over here you got a nice park, just your standard park, a fountain, some trash cans. See, there's a bunny taking up. Actually, no, you gotta get off the table, mister. or just leave entirely. That's cool too. Obviously, you've got the seesaw, benches, roundabout, play area, swings, and slide. There was a slide. You can move on this way, and we've got a blockbuster over here. This is one of my newest builds, I think. A nice blockbuster. It's just a really simple, it's meant to be chaotic. I just wanted to bring back the old 1990s, 80s vibes where you actually had to go buy movie discs and stuff to watch movies on it. I wanted to give that vibe with all these different potions and kind of music discs inside. So if we head back out, the blockbuster also just looks really nice with the yellow and blue design and the nice flat kind of green looking thing. And now is a custom thing that I built, which is an entire roundabout with a really cool, spoilers, I do have an Ikea over there. And I wanted to make it look like there's a big Ikea truck going along. And this is such a cool design. I'm going to definitely remember to link this YouTuber in the description who gave me the design, because it absolutely looks amazing. And I suggest you follow his tutorial below as well. It's pretty easy to follow and it just looks spectacular. I like the use of concrete powder, like blue concrete, yellows, the cool banners, the tripwire hooks, the buttons. It just looks really amazing. And the roundabout was completely custom made. You've obviously got the center bit with cool rocks that, as a child, you always wanted to just play hide and seek in there or camp out there for a night. Obviously, you got traffic lights too, and leading to different directions where I can expand the city eventually. And then, I think we gotta go take a... Oh yeah, I forgot about this building. This is the library, which I really like the details inside this one, because you've got nice scaffolding. I tried to use empty bookshelves to look like books have been taken out, and then place item frames with the books to look like there's like a solitary book, or using your imagination, a couple books remaining. I could have just put a book in, now that I think about it, but yeah, I didn't think of that. Obviously, you got some scaffolding and ladders leading up with some green glazed terracotta, which ironically just looks really nice with this design. I don't know why. Some more underneath areas and some cool banister designs, which I really like too. And I think that just the library design in general just looks really formal and like old school. I don't know, it just looks weird, but in a good way. So if we head over to our main area, we're gonna go over to the kind of right. So let's loop around over here, and you've obviously got another YouTuber. I believe this YouTuber is called Keralis, who did like 8 years ago this really cool concrete mixer truck design, which I really like as well. Nice detail, like it just looks incredible with all the cool like dispensers, cobblestone wall, just all the way the blocks come together just looks really nice. The cool wheels, the anvils being used, and obviously the back for all the concrete mixing looks really good. And now we've got a GameStop located over here. And if we go inside, you can obviously see the entire GameStop. Bio games, the typical thing. Obviously games on display. I kind of wanted to put that idea across with full diamond armor, ender dragons, totems of undying, lots of chests and some books and some stuff like that. The GameStop kind of, well, there was a carpet there. I destroyed about 8 things on this entire tour already. I'm very destructive. So, over here, there's an entire neighborhood over here, but I'll show you that soon. You've got a Shell gas station over here. I think this is a UK-only gas station. I am from Canada, but I do live in the UK, so you can obviously see all the gas stations and stuff around here. That person's still inviting me, and I'm gonna like bite them in a second and turn them into a wolf. Right, you've got obviously a nice fridge over here. You've got some kitchen area, some cooked beef. You've got a really nice looking, I don't know, this design just looks cool. I don't know how to describe it. You got some more, but always in gas stations, these like snacks to entice you, and gas stations just look visually pleasing. Oh, that's a cool word. I'm gonna use that more often. And they just look nice. Obviously got the main pumps over here. And obviously the cars I have to hand build as well. And there's a section over there. So now I'll show you the big dog in a second, which you probably know what it is. You got just a standard cafe here. You can go inside and have a look with all the cool cafe stuff, cookies, bread, biscuits, cake, all the kind of stuff you'd have from a cafe. And there's actually an upstairs for this one, which is surprising. Has a nice little extra seating area and a nice extra seating area balcony. It's just a really nice amalgamation of a building. That's a really interesting word. I'm going to use that more often. Obviously, my friend put some billboards up so you can see what you want. Everything free on March 21st. I believe this is the day we built it. And I guess everything's free on that day. Daily discounts every Thursday too, If you come here Thursday, daily discounts. That's for Duncan. And that moves us on to Dunkin' Donuts. I like to create a wide variety of restaurants and cafes and donut chains and stuff. This interior is completely, I didn't follow anything for this, you can probably tell, because it's worse than many of the other buildings because I'm bad at the game. And you've also got a nice seating area up here as well. If we head back out of the Dunkin' Donuts, you can obviously see, like, there's, I think over here is the back of the movie theater. You've got a little sand pits, which just looks really cool. I just like the staircase, like, build up of sand, and sand was taken out of here, and the cool dirt block is used to show the underground and stuff. I don't know, it just looks cool. You got the kind of slide, a dangerous looking slide, that just looks painful. Ow, 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 ow. Anyway, you got a cool seesaw and some more lampposts and a bench. And then, I believe that's, oh no, we got one more store over here. I just keeps expanding and expanding before my very eyes. You've got a Nike store over here. Very random store, but it looks really nice. Nice car park out here. Could probably put some cars out here when I feel like it. And then obviously just like your standard shoe clothes brand. I really like the design out front where you can like see the ticks from out front. It just like solidifies the brand. And you're like, yes, that is my brand. Come shop here, moron. Don't go to Adidas. And then you've obviously got the banners representing all the different colors and stuff. None of these chests are really filled because I don't have time for that. And then then you got some more banners over here, more armor stands, because every time you go in a clothing store, you always see these cool looking armor stands with different fashion accessories, and they usually to entice you to buy some more. And then obviously the front counter using the quartz stairs as cash registers. If you're still here for the video, thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of content. Wink, wink. And also like the video. You might as well do that whilst you're there too. And if we head over here, it's time for Big Dog. Ikea. Same thing. Anyway, let's go inside. So first of all, you got these bullets, which just look kind of nice. This is going to be a long tour because this is probably my favorite interior out of the entire city. Ikea just looks insane. So just every time you go into Ikea in real life, it's just like heaven. It's nice. The only place I like shopping at. And you've just got some, like the carts I used to display here. And obviously every time you go into an Ikea, you see obviously all the rooms that are like set out with all this price tags and stuff. So this is the kind of living room, just very simple design, white glazed terracotta. This is the kind of wooded room over here. You can kind of guess what most of the rooms are. Nice fireplace used with the nether brick. Looks really nice. Loop around over here. You've got kind of a kitchen kind of area. Two different styles of kitchens. I like to create each row is like a kitchen or a dining room, and then there's different styles of it. This is just another kind of living room place. And if you loop back around over here, you have kind of a bedroom with some nice kind of computer. It's meant to look like a computer there with some artificial lighting, some more stuff over here. You can actually cut through quickly. Like I kind of want to make like a shortcut because in Ikeas they kind of have that sometimes. I just wanted to feel that kind of vibe thing. You got a bathroom over here, and obviously another style of bathroom, and then over here, kind of a work office place, and then another bedroom. And so these designs look really nice, and especially if you can like. The sheets on this one also look really cool. If you can if you can have a consistent like color theme, then it also looks really nice. So this one's all pink, this one's just kind of greeny, woody vibe, and this one's all blue, representing the bathrooms and stuff. Obviously you've got the giant kind of, not really giant, I don't know why I use the word giant, it's pretty small actually. You can, like the green area where you can purchase all your bushes and shrubs and stuff. You've obviously got the kind of like different, so each row, like this is a bed, then you've got a giant kind of, not giant, why do I keep using giant, like a dresser or whatever. You got chairs as also, and you got some, this design like just looks also really nice. I like the hanging plants on this one too, but like the andesite walls, I think they're called, look really nice. You can also see a convenient little helicopter. I'll show you that soon. We can go over here, and this is obviously the hardware section where you make deliveries ahead of time, and then you construct them at your own house, which take a long while. And finally, you got the checkout area, and then you can loop back around to the very beginning and exit the Ikea. So that's that entire area kind of done. We're almost getting to the near end of our tour. So now we're in the big neighborhood kind of section. So we have these houses. I don't think I'll show you them all because they're, what do you expect from a typical house? Your bed, your bookshelves, your everything. Obviously, this one's actually an abandoned house, which looks really nice. All the dead coral is used to just look like dead foliage and stuff. Obviously, all abandoned. Cool cobwebs. It's just an extra Easter egg to see whilst you're exploring and stuff. And then the rest of the buildings are kind of just your typical building. You've obviously got, this one just has a kind of garage kind of thing going on. And then you've obviously got, like, not really any windows on this house, to be honest. A cool little play place, really weird colors. This is, actually, it looks pretty nice, actually. They just, like, play sets generally have just weird colors. So, like, black stone and crimson, and very vibrant green and vibrant orange and end rods. Obviously, each house has a unique design that I built and stuff, so they're not the best interiors, because the houses, like, you know, they're not meant to really have the best interiors. You can see another big dog over there. The fire station looks really nice with a nice background area. You've obviously got a nice fire truck over here with a big ladder. I don't like how I went big as I went through the entire thing. This fire truck, I think I actually made some of it myself, which I'm very proud of because I'm terrible at building vehicles. And then you've obviously got the main interior of the fire station. You can head up through the upstairs, up here, with a nice kind of kitchen area up there, just for the workers and stuff. And if you can head outside, this is a very cramped interior. If you head outside, you've just got the fire station and the stuff out back. The police station with a, maybe not a police car, that's a police car. I like how I use crimson and the other color, azul maybe, to create the little headlights. But this is a different kind of police car. I forgot what it's called. Obviously, nice, really manicured lawn. Every time you think of a jail or a police station or a prison, they've obviously got to just keep it nice and clean and simple design. And that's what I tried to go for here. They're just white and blue colors really work, and you've obviously got a mini police helicopter up here, which looks really nice too. And I don't think I built this. I think this was my friend who built this one. You've just got a nice kind of, like, workplace thing over here. The jail cells. I wanted to include, like, a mini jail for, like, its small. I should have put, like, an armor stand in here to represent something. That's, if you have any other ideas, comment them below. You've also got the outside area. You've got a upstairs, more workplaces and benches and stuff. You've obviously got other stuff up there, and you can head out back, and the out back is just kind of like, obviously this is the area for the police station where they park their SWAT team cars and stuff. This is the area for the prisoners and stuff, where they kind of go to the benches, just eat lunch, and then obviously in each prison you kind of get that vibe of, oh, I'm out here working out and surrounded by bars with this cool basketball net, one single one, just trying to not be bored whilst in prison, which is pretty difficult. And then lastly, there's one last building over here, which is a post office. I'm just getting, got the, I think that's a reference to something, I forgot what it was too though. You got obviously post boxes, and then obviously nice little kind of stations, just a very simple post office, what you'd expect it to be. Obviously got a nice kind of garage place over there as well. And you can head through here and out back, and that's the entire post office done. I really like the kind of looks like the Gmail logo on your phone when you go on to check your emails and stuff. And obviously this was all handmade terrain. This took me a long time because these were individual hills and all this detailing and giant forest works. There's a bunch of paths that lead around here with cool fountains and trash cans and some more benches over here. And we can obviously see the rest of the neighborhood. Obviously some select few patios. I forgot to show you, there's one last thing over here. There's a couple other houses. I think this is my friends' houses that they own built, and they have a bunch of pets over here. I won't go in detail, but it's in a little nice courtyard area. Obviously, next to the car park, there's like a picnic area / bench area. And I think this leads me on to showing you the giant forest. There's not really much to it. It's just a forest. You can obviously see the extent of their back gardens leading out here, but this is just all. I wanted to give the illusion it's a giant forest, and I built this fishing shack and giant lake over here selectively. There's a little fish market stall, and obviously a nice, just simple interior. I think this is made out of dark oak because that just nice and wetted and stuff. And then you obviously got nice gradient. This is something beginning with G. Packed mud and dirt just creates the nice illusion, and it goes down in depth each time. And obviously there's a bunch of fishes. They were named, I think they're named as well. Kate, hello Brian. They're all just names, just for fun. The sugar cane and brown candles technique also looks like growing reeds and stuff. And obviously the forest just continues out here with all foliage and stuff. And obviously you've got over here a small little lake. So if you were just exploring the world, it's just a nice little hidden gem of a place. I think I got this technique from Grian, watching one of his Hermitcraft videos where he uses like light green and green glass panes as like a reed, and then puts a green candle on with lily pads, sea pickles, corals, seagrass, lily pads, whatever, the drip leaf and sugar cane, azalea bushes, green and brown candles, and bamboo to create this really nice effect of a lake. Just all, and obviously the significant grader. What's the one beginning with granite? That's what it is, and that's rooted dirt right there. And then that's basically the entire, it just stretches out a giant forest. So obviously that's the end of the neighborhood. All bunch of winding paths. Obviously we've got a few buildings left, and we'll move on to this small little kind of seclusive subway over here. Just a nice little small outdoor area, little trash can, cool little lantern, and then over here you've got a nice seating area, kitchen area, and all that kind of good stuff. Small, nice, just simple subway. Nice logo too. And obviously, big dog, this is the only building that's not finished with interiors yet. This is it's almost finished, it's just a couple rooms left. I'll show you the inside so far. You've got a bunch of lockers for all the students, you've got assembly halls for all the students. Well, your typical, you can probably imagine if you still go in school, which probably most people actually probably still do. Computing room, just obviously nice computing. Science labs, obviously in English studies, nice bookshelves, and just where you learn about Shakespeare and all that nonsense. It's not really nonsense, but I don't really care. Cafeteria, obviously a big lunch kind of hall area. And then there's a couple rooms that still aren't furnished yet. Those are the last ones to go. This is the only building that's not quite finished with interiors yet. And obviously got the entire upstairs, which a couple rooms, yep, are still not furnished. But a couple of them are teacher's lounge. Teacher's lounge looks really nice. You obviously got, if you've ever been a teacher, there could be a teacher watching this video. You've got like, you can imagine what a staff room looks like, or if you've been a naughty boy or girl at school, you go to the staff room and they tell you off or whatever, and then you probably know what it looks like because it's scarred you for life. Obviously a nice kind of school flag, and then the out back area with a nice football field, very uneven. I will fix this. This is horribly uneven. And then you've got a nice cool basketball area and a couple outdoor lunch area. And then over here, quite dangerously close to a school, there's a mini campsite kind of area. This is dangerously close to a school. Students should not be allowed to see campers. I probably need to fix that. And then you just got a nice seclusive kind of campsite at the very edge of the world. Just a nice cozy vibe and feeling towards this campsite. All different colors, of course, to make it nice and just stuff like that. Mini kind of watering holes, barrels, just, you're just there camping in the wilderness, having fun and just being cozy and relaxing with all your stuff around you. Just a nice kind of vibe. Obviously different campsites, all your buddies are out here, bench, campfires, and nice areas. This could be maybe a school campsite, to be honest, if I cannot be bothered to make sure the school cannot really see it. And then a couple more campsites are here. I'll extend the tree line, obviously. And then a really nice baseball stadium here. It's really nice and clean design. Obviously got the checkered kind of pattern. All the flat grass. This took me ages to fill in, as you can imagine. The scoreboard and the floodlights. That's what they're called. Obviously simple stands. And a little mini hot dog stand. There's a hot dog stand in the main center over there too. It just looks a really nice view at night because there's a bunch of street lamps lighting up the place. And finally, more tree lines over here. There'll probably be a small something here. I'm not sure yet. This is the newest addition, which is a football field slash stadium slash, I don't know. Obviously got the main football, the goal nets, and obviously the big stands. These stands took me forever to build. I spent my entire Saturday just trying to do this, and it took me forever. Obviously all the football locker rooms where all the players go, they've got the player tunnels and then the fan tunnels on the side. It's the same design all the way going around. And I've just got some more floodlights. I think these were shroom lights and light grey terracotta and the side walls, which make it really look nice and complete. And obviously the rest of the forest just loops around back there. I'll have to fill in that gap. And then obviously that's about it, apart from there are 4 things in the sky. Obviously, you've got a airplane up here. This is a mini airplane. This isn't an actual airplane, so it's got really no interior to it. It's just there for looks. Kind of like the Ikea truck you saw. And there's a really nice view of the entire city right there. Years of work. Well, 2 years. Not really years of work. But obviously, this giant airplane, I'm kind of still annoyed how this light grey carpet kind of floats, but it still looks really nice. Actually, it's got a kind of a small one. You can see inside slightly, but there's no room to put chairs or anything. Over here, you've got a small police helicopter. I really like the way, like, I used cobwebs to display how the wind's going around and how fast the turbines are. It's really nice, cool gate designs and stuff like that. And then over here, you've got a mini fire station helicopter from the fire station that's right there. And then obviously the nice fire station. I don't think this has it might have an interior. It might have a very small one. Yep, nice seat. Some more seats as well. And then lastly, I kind of don't want to reveal it because it's probably the best plane. It's a big passenger plane, full interior, bathrooms and everything. It just is a really nice kind of plane. And here it is. I'm gonna definitely credit the builder. The wings were so flopping annoying to flopping build. Like I had to do such a diagonal upward slant with the same kind of design with the wheels and the purpleness and all that kind of stuff. Obviously the doors will lead in. I'm just gonna break one of them to get in. I'll place it back soon. You've obviously got the chairs and the big passenger airplane. You've obviously got the control deck with the compass and the levers. Out back you got the food machines and food stuff. Obviously the bathroom right there. It's just a really nice clean, it gives the illusion it's actually flying. It's so high up in the air. I wish I didn't really build that because it's kind of going the same direction. It kind of ruins the illusion that it's up here, solitary, just flying up here. It just looks really cool with the giant purple sail and just the smooth kind of look and texture of it with all the windows. It just looks really nice. And with that, I believe our tour of my 2-year project of this world has been complete. This has taken me, like I said, 2 years to build with all this, and I think I covered every single building and car and interior that this world has to offer. It will keep expanding, and maybe I'll do an update sometime in the future. I don't know. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe and like if you want to see any other tours. Comment in the description below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!